Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions Custom Content Stream Extravaganza. Super quick, super duper quick stream before tonight's stream with Joshi, where we continue Resident Evil. But I've been doing some cleanup of my table, my TTS mod, and I found this. Which is the second ever scenario I made. Second ever. And I talked about it a little bit on the stream I did with S Factor about how he couldn't. My intention was to play it with him just for a laugh, but he couldn't see the cards, so he couldn't play it and stuff. So I thought, hey, I'm going to play it myself. And I'm going to use Willow just because she just happens to be sitting here. So I'm going to use her. Because why not? Because she's cool. I just rewatched. I've been watching some Buffy while I've been doing Buffy stuff, and I just rewatched the Wish episode. God, that's awesome! What a cool episode. Vampire Willow. God damn. If you didn't have a crush on Willow before then, you definitely did after that. Bloody hell. 47 cards, that's quite a lot. Is that true? 47? That's a heap. Anyway, alright, so this Contest of Champions, it's essentially, why I think it's so funny is because it's essentially a proto version of my power vacuum scenario. I mean, it's not the same. Obviously, it's a proto version. Essentially, you've got the Grandmaster himself. He's an elder, right? He's an elder of the universe. He's essentially a god, and he likes to play games. That's his big shtick, right? They've all got like a thing that they're into, and he's just playing games and stuff. And he did the Contest of Champions comic event with this. So it's so old that the rotation stuff's not working properly. Yeah, basically just all the heroes. Look at that terrible artwork. Look at that awful Daredevil. What's he doing? What are those legs doing? It's just terrible stuff. Although there's Daz, right? There's that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, basically all the heroes. It's just basically just an excuse for all the heroes to get together and have a fight. And they've had a couple of them over the years, and they've had variations of it and all that sort of stuff. So. But the original is still the best. And there's currently the DC KO or whatever it is going on at the moment. Which is pretty funny stuff. Yeah, so you got the Grandmaster. Now the thing is, the whole idea is that you can't actually do anything to him. He's a god, right? So until you actually do some stuff, you can't get to him, right? And so what he does, look at this ridiculous insert. It's just insane insert. It's massive. Is he brings out opponents. Right? So he brings out opponents for you. So that's good. And then you fight the opponent. And he still does stuff in the background, but essentially you're fighting the opponent. And then once you've defeated enough opponents, you can then take him on and see if you can take out a god. So the let the game's beginning virus says, while this card is in play, Grandmaster cannot be attacked or defeated. Now I have to fix the word on that because what does that really mean? Attacked? Does it mean the keyword attacked? I guess it means the keyword, right? So I actually did notice in the insert here I wrote, this is like nostalgia for me, coming back to seeing this. Like it's like young little day Havoc. I always said my real name. Anyway, yeah, young little Havoc learning how to do stuff. That's pretty cool. He cannot be attacked or defeated. Can he still have non-attack damage? Correct. Non-attack methods is damage like Plan B or Sky Destroyer can still damage him and do not trigger his Force Interrupt because they're not attacks. So I guess that settles that. At the end of each phase, check the number of Nemesis minion opponent cards in the victory display, and they look like this. This is basically what it is. So you got the Magus is an opponent, and there's one of these cards for every Nemesis set up until this point. So there's 42, Although I did get rid of one of them, I think. No, they're all there. So there's 42 up until Mystique. So I obviously haven't got anything after that, but there's one of these, and they basically essentially say, grab the Magus Nemesis set and grab a module and combine them together and put them into play, and they're your opponent. That's who you're fighting. And you need to get a certain amount of them. If that amount equals X per person, where X equals 1 for easy mode. I actually don't even know what easy mode is. I can't even remember what it is. I've forgotten completely. 2 for standard mode, 3 for expert mode. Remove this card from the game. And then once this card's gone from the game, you can actually attack this guy. So this says, if let the game's begin is in play, when Grandmaster would attack, he schemes instead. So he just sits back and just schemes while he's watching you beat the crap out of people, right? And then the force injunctions. When a player declares an attack against Grandmaster, they must roll a 1d6. So that's basically what he does, right? He bargains with you. You want to attack me, do you? Okay. Let's fate decide. And compare the result of the attack value. If the attack die's result is equal to or lower than the attack value, the attack continues. If it is higher, the attack is cancelled, and Grandmaster takes no damage. So it's pretty. It's a pretty nifty little concept. I want to see how it plays. I haven't played it for so long. I've freshly grabbed it out of the bag. I want to see how it goes. I don't know if Willow stands much of a chance, but hey, that's all right. She's pretty cool. Oh, Actual Jackson's in the chat. Hello, sir. Yeah, looking at your table now, and I can't get him to load either. Oh, there you go. And also, yo, cut that part. Havoc is your real name. I didn't say all of it. It starts with D. There you go. You've got that bit at least. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, so I'm interested to see how this goes. So with what does it say? I get my turn first, right? Oh no, what is it? What is this? Do not include shows of the past. Do not include shows of the past. Okay. Alright, so go grab shows of the past, get rid of that. When you're constructing the opponent index, if you don't have the recommended modular replace, ignore the unique rule. When Grandmaster activates, using the counter deck freeze. Yeah, so this is where it's going to get tricky. When Grandmaster activates, use his encounter deck freeze boost card. When the Nemesis opponent activates, use their encounter deck for the encounter card and boost if villainous. When all Nemesis opponents are defeated, use Grandmaster's encounter deck for both boost and encounter cards. There's no penalty to resetting the opponent or Nemesis decks. Okay, all right. Looks like I've covered my bases. So I think. Oh, so yeah, so villain setup. Let the game's begin environment into play, create the opponent deck, and put that into play. Okay, so I've got the opponent deck. When revealed, so 20 starts on 0. In player order, each player draws the top card of the opponent deck and follows the instructions on that card. So who do I get? Vulture. When revealed, place Vulture into play, engage with you. Alright, so I need to go find Vulture. And I think they're in here. That's what I was looking at before when the stream first started. I think I've got all of them copied into here. Which is a lot. The poor TTS is struggling. 42 Nemesis sets. Bloody hell. That's a lot. Oh, and modules. There's modules in here too. Wait, that says Power Drain, but it looks like Vulture. Which one is it? It is Vulture. Why does it say Power Drain? Oh, it's connected to Power Drain. That's right. Combine the rest with Power Drain. Okay. So we've got Vulture. There's his side scheme. So he enters play. Power Drain. There's Vulture's Nemesis. Okay, cool. Right. So it's all set up, ready to go already. Alright, so that's his encounter set. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there, and he's going to discard just the top there. Alright, so then there's Vulture attacking me. Alright, Vulture has 8 hit points. Ignore. Alright, so I'll read that. Place Vulture into play, engage with you. Reveal his Nemesis side scheme, and put it into play. Okay. 3. When revealed, each player places a random card from their hand. Well, I don't have a hand yet. I'll just grab the top card. I'll just do that. Blink. Where's the Nemesis counter power drain modular set shuffle them together to form his encounter deck. Vulture has 8 hit points. Okay. So he's 8. When Vulture is defeated, place his card, the victory display, discard Vulture and all that sort of stuff, and draw another opponent. Okay, cool. So here's my opponent. I've been pitted up against Vulture. Okay. Let's go. Okay, just says, hi, Omen, my favourite. No, this is not Omen, this is Willow. But thank you anyway for saying that. I appreciate it. Alright. Okay, so... a hat trick right off the start is pretty good. Don't really need rewind. Soul Blast, not bad. I can't really afford. I mean, it is damn good though. It's such a good card. It's so good. And it looks awesome. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna mulligan this one, this one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna mulligan these two. Okay. Oh, Tara. Tara and Xander in my opening hand. That's pretty sweet. Let's use Willow's ability. Discard until I get a Willow card. There you go. It's not the one that I would want, but it is what it is. Okay, let's flip. Let's get Ironheart into play. He draws me a card. Okay, then let's get Tara into play. Then let's get... oh, no, it looks like I'm missing out on hat trick. What a shame, it's so cool. Xander into play. Gives me +2 hit points. And then let's use Tara to Soul Blast. Discard the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got 2 wilds, a fist, and an energy. So that's 3 doubled to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They get discarded. Do they do anything when they discard? Nope. This one says heal 2 damage. I don't have any damage to heal, so that's fine. This one doesn't say anything. This one says after this card is discarded from the top of your deck, heal 1 damage from a friendly character. Nobody's got any damage. Oh well. Should have attacked with Ironheart first, but how was I supposed to know that? So that's a spell, so I get a point there, and then I can heal. I've done this all out of order. Anyway, he's down to 2, and then Willow and Ironheart will take him out. Boom! That was pretty easy. That's interesting. That was way easy. I mean, he was only Vulture, to be fair. So that goes. Does that go to my hand, or does it go just get discarded? When defeated, breach cards on its hand. Okay. That was super easy. But that was a pretty damn impressive opening hand. I'm going to discard. Oh, actually, no, I'll keep that. Might need it. Ready? Ironheart gets consequential. Let's get some cards. Alright, villain 1. He schemes. For 2. And then encounter card is... wait, no, I've done this wrong. At the end of each phase, check the number of nemesis at the end of each phase. So at the So at the end of the player phase, I wonder if I meant to say phase. I should have had another opponent. Let's just put that back for a second. Although I'm still going to get it as an encounter card. I guess that's probably making a difference. Alright, so my next opponent is Crossfire. Okay. Crossfire. Jeez, TTS is not loving this. Not loving this at all. Some of them seem to have named... Some of them are like sideways for some strange reason. It's very strange. It's almost like the bag just doesn't like them for some... so Crossfire is combined with Crossfire's crew. That makes sense. So Crossfire... Get marked for death. And then Crossfire's crew. Yep. So Crossfire... And that's... Oh, that must be why I said ignore the unique rule. I can have Crossfire Mean and Crossfire Minion. Dumb, but oh well. He quick strikes me for 2. And when revealed, clean button searches their hand, desktop power blind from Mockingbird. Well, there is no Mockingbird. So there's that gone. Right, so back to the villain stuff. So he threaded, he added thwart. Oh, that would have been in play, so that would be an acceleration on there. Alright, then I get... Then this guy attacks. Ironheart will block. Then I get my encounter card, which was Stun Beam. Attached to a robot minion in play, without stun being attached. Otherwise, it's card game surge. Okay. Surge. The villain in each minion engaged with you attacks you. Well, that's unfortunate. When he attacks, he schemes, so he just schemes. 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then this guy attacks me again. Well, I have to defend, because if I don't, Tara dies. And then I become Dark Willow, and I can't be bothered doing that. So I'll defend for 1, so he hits me for 1. My turn. I need to kill, and I can't. I've got nothing. I got nothing. I got a load of resources. So Genius will put the library into play. Tara will put the ward into play. I'll trigger Sunnydale Library. Oh, damn. It's not. I don't think it's really not worth it. So removes 1 threat. For that. What a boring turn. Annihilated Vulture, and now I'm in trouble. I'm gonna flip down. I'm gonna flip down to use my ability. Oh, got a free White Fox. That's pretty cool. Isn't that very often? Okay, is this something I can use? Denial. No. Got a free White Fox though. It's pretty cool. I was exhausted when I flipped. Yeah, I was exhausted, so I can't heal. Alright, anyway, ready. Get some cards. Cool. Alright, villain. 1, 2, the acceleration icon. Game Master Schemes. For 3. It's already halfway. Bloody hell. Crossfire Schemes for 1. And then we get an encounter card. Now because he's in play, I use his deck for the encounter cards. Oh, Crossfire and another Crossfire. So Quick Strike fails. So weird. I'm going to say he's a clone, just so it makes sense. Otherwise, why is he smarter than this one? Anyway, it's my turn. I'm going to use reliability. Nope. 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 Yep. Okay. Energy and soul retrieval will give me Wesley. Give me 2 cards. Oh, I didn't put Crossfire's hit points on. 8. Okay. You just got the normal 4 though. Alright. So Wesley gave me 2 cards. What was it? Oh, great! He's not elite, right? Nope. Sweet. Okay. That's pretty cool. I will dismiss. Choose a non-elite minion in play, shuffle them into the encounter deck. So I'm going to put him back into the deck. Into his deck. And then... Oh, distance here. Lots of people here. Hey, buddy. Good seeing you. That's a spell. Oh, wait. I had to flip first. So I heal for 2. Okay. Now let's thwart for 2. Let's thwart for another 2. Let's Power of Magic to utility spell on Crossfire. So 2 points of damage, 2 threat, and we discard a card, and the card is an energy. Shuffle this card back into your deck. That's a spell. So I heal for... There's no point healing Wesley. I'm just going to heal myself for 1. Denial will give me endurance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then let's library. 3. Okay. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3. And Tara will pay for Spellbound Strike. Do 2. That's a spell. Actually, I'll attack with White Fox first. So she gets a consequential. Then that's a spell, which then heals her. Did I put a token on? Oh, did I put a token on? I'm going to say no. Okay, so he's down to 3. I'm done with everything. Ready. Alright. It's not looking too bad. I'm feeling okay. He's not horrific. It's not like he's bloody Ultron or something. So 2 spiritual meditations. Sorcerer Supreme. Fireball. Book of Spells. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2 because of the acceleration icon. He schemes for 2. Then he attacks. He's going to hit Wesley. Wesley dies. Get encounter card. Encounter card is Sniper Shot. When revealed, deal 3 damage to your hero. Oh, brutal. I'm going to Soul Ward. My turn. Now I have a machine gun. Alright, 1, 2, get rid of this. It's starting to annoy me. Spiritual meditation. Get 2. Discard 1. I don't need fireball. A spiritual meditation again. Get 2. Discard 1. Which one to discard? Summoning spell? Done. Okay, now this is my hand. What can we do? What can we do? Power of Magic will pay for the Book of Spells. Oh, wait. That were 2 spells. 1 spell, 1 spell. Oh, man. I should have... I'm going to attack. Heal. And the rest will just go to waste. And then these 2, which would have been handy, but still, this is far better. Get +1. Let's library for 3. Cool. I didn't do that very well. I should have done that first. That should have been the very first thing I did. Anyway. He's still on 2. Why can't I kill this guy? Let's get a hand. Decked out. Get 3 more cards. You know what? I should have flipped down. 7. I can... Oh no, White Fox can defend me. That's fine. I decked out, so I get an encounter card. It's actually going to be one of his encounter cards. Alright. 1 on there. He schemes for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can tell it's an early days one. Look at it. Look. Speech bubbles. No! No! The travesty! And then he attacks. White Fox will defend. And will live. Live to see another day. And then we get another encounter card. So 2 encounter cards. 1 is Caught in the Crossfire. When revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a Crossfire's crew minion is discarded. Reveal that minion. Take indirect damage equal to the number of Crossfire crew minions in play. Okay, so discard until we get a minion. Well, that was easy. And then take indirect damage for how many Crossfire minions are, which is 1. Okay. I'll take it. Second one is... Oh, does that mean he... Does it say put into play? Discard cards until Christmas minions. Reveal that minion. Discard and then reveal. So because he was revealed, he quick strikes me. God damn. Brutal. Alright, next one. Sniper shot. When revealed, deal 3 damage to a hero. Oh, I just went to the wrong place. I should go there. 1, 2, 3. Jeez. Crossfire. Doesn't muck around, does he? Does not muck around. Alright, let's do Fireball. Yeah. Let's do it. Basic spell. Oh, actually, wait. Let's spiritual meditation first. Draw 2. Discard 1. Let's discard Maze of Madness. Alright, now I'm going to Fireball. Spell. Actually, no. How many is there? 2. Oh, yeah. So, basic spell. Cordy. And Tara. Will give me a Fireball. 3 damage to him, which can't happen. Doesn't happen. But I then do 3 damage to these guys. They're dead. Oh no, he's still alive. He's still alive, folks. Oh, Jesus, that's right. He's dead. Okay, so because he died... oh, wait. Let me do this business first. That was a spell. So, boink. Heal for 2. And then get a free spell. Oh, it's a free card. Cool. Alright, sweet. Now, let's deal with this. So, he's done. Now, he stays in play, apparently, according to my FAQ. Means and attachments remain in play until defeated. So Crossfire is still here. But this guy gets thrown into the victory display. Which means I've now done the conditions on here. Although it doesn't check. It's at the end of the phase check. That's not worded correctly, obviously. I mean, bear in mind, it's my second ever scenario. But it doesn't check until the end of the phase. So it's still in play as of yet. That's library. Oh, bastard. Although I get it for free, which is pretty good. But it means just one over there. One. The eternal debate. Let's power of magic to utility spell. I choose him. So I do 2 points to him. He dies. Do 2 threat. Discard a card. I get to keep it. No, I don't. Get shuffled in. But it was a wild, so all of the above. So he would have been stunned and confused, but he's already dead, so that's fine. And then this gets shuffled in as well. Okay, but that was a spell. So I trigger Willow's heal. But then I have 8 counters. So as a response, I now become Dark Willow. Okay. It's not too bad. It could have been worse. Let's just say that. Could have been worse. I'm going to thwart for 3. Xander's going to put a counter on. A recovery counter. Oh, I forgot I had this. I'm down a card. I'm going to stick with this. So discard this. Ready. Okay, let's get some cards. Okay, 6 hand size. Nice pretty colours. Okay, now it's the end of the phase, so this now checks. Check the number of Nemesis minion opponent cards in the victory display. I thought the amount equals X per person, where X equals 1 for easy mode, 2 for standard mode, 3 for expert mode. Remove this card from the game. Right, so there's 2 in the victory display. So this card gets removed. I don't know why I've locked it into place. It's weird. Which means now, if Let the Games Begin is in play, when Grandmaster would attack, he schemes instead. Now he just attacks. And now I can attack him. Where does it say that I can attack him? Where does it say that I can attack him? It needs to say it somewhere. Oh, okay. While this card is in play, Grandmaster cannot be attacked or defeated. Okay, cool, sweet. Alright, 12 hit points. Can I take him out? That's the end of my turn though. Villain 1. He now attacks. White Fox jumps in. Although I do have defense spells. Nah. I'll let her take it while she's out. 4. And then we get an encounter card. Oh, we got 2 encounter cards. because the Willow's hazard icon. So the first one is my obligation. You may flip. I can't flip. You cannot change to alter ego. This says you may flip to alter ego. I can't. I'm not allowed to. So instead I'll just do the second one. Because I can't exhaust Willow Rosenberg because I can't flip to her. So discard the top card of your deck, place X threat. So discard Soul Blast. So X, meaning X is equal to 1 more than the cost of the discard card. Alright, so 2. Discard this obligation. That's not too bad. That's probably the easiest obligation ever. Okay. Actually, Omens is the best obligation. It actually makes it better for her. It's kind of weird. The second one is the Villain Schemes. Oh. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bloody hell. Well, there is a second stage, so I don't lose. I think I need to reduce the amount of threat on this. That's a lot. 20 is a lot. I mean, it's an absolute heap. And he's only got 12 hit points. Alright, me. Me, myself, and I. First our library. For 2. And then I'll thwart for 3. And then let's cast some spells. Let's rewind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just chuck it back in. 8. Shuffle. Draw a card. That was a spell. So I get a point of damage and I deal 2 points of damage. That's not an attack, so I don't need to do his dice business. That was a spell, so I get to do Book of Spells. Okay. Now I think I just need to start pummeling him. Let's just start pummeling him. Genius. I want to do some thwarting. Genius will play with full lucidity spell, which will ready and remove a status, which I don't have any, but that's fine. And I'll thwart again for 3. Xander will put a recovery counter. And then dismiss and curse reversal will pay for basic spell. I choose damage. 1, 2, 3. That's a spell, so I take a point of damage and I do 2 points of damage. I think that's it. The rest is defense. Okay. He's down to 5. Okay. Ready. Get some cards. And then 1. He activates his attacking. I'm going to use shield. Shield spell. So he attacks for 3. Discard 3. 1, 2, 3. This has a discard effect, which is deal 2 damage to an enemy. I prevented all 3 damage. That's a spell, so I take a point of damage and I deal 2. Counter cards. You get 2 because of Willow. Defender bot. Robot. If there are any Nemesis minions in play when Defender bot enters play, shuffle it back into the encounter deck and deal Grandmaster a face down boost card. Okie dokie. The second one is Assault. The villain attacks you. Come at me, bro. I will Sumerian defense spell. No. Actually, you know what? I'll Sumerian defense spell to denial and stop that from happening. I'll cancel the when revealed effect. Which is a spell. I take a point of damage. I do a point of damage. He's dead. Alright. Some takeaways. This is obviously very early days. There's some wording problems. The wording on here is bad. Need to fix that up. I'll get rid of easy mode. No one ever plays easy mode. I don't even know what that is. I'll get rid of that. Maybe bump up. Maybe I need 3 in standard. 4 in expert. 2 is really not that hard. He only has one stage. A or B, standard or expert. So only having to do 2, I think, is not all that difficult, considering they've only had. I mean, he had what, 8? He had 8 hit points. They've essentially got double whatever their printed was. So he had 8, and Vulture, I think, had 8, right? So yeah, so bump up. So note number 1, bump up. How many of those it needs to go through? 20 on stage 1. Why is there 2 stages? There shouldn't. I don't even understand why there's 2 stages. So you can take this kind of powerful side scheme, Outer of the Universe. What does Outer of the Universe do? Outer of the Universe. Grandmaster is one of the oldest living beings in the universe, coming from one of the first intelligent races to evolve after the Big Bang. Grandmaster gets plus 10 hit points. Oh, so that's basically the claw thing. So he gets plus 10 hit points, right? And that's note number 2. He needs more hit points. I mean, he's a god. 12. That's pathetic. Need to bump that up. So I don't think it needs a second stage. Really. Especially not if this is 20. That's mental. I'll think about that. I don't know. That's my least of my concerns. I need to fix the Thinno card. What's it called? Let the games begin. I've got to fix that. The wording on that. Craig, easy is probably skirmish mode. Normally 1 stage of the villain. Ah, okay. There you go. Yeah, cool. Thank you, sir. Good seeing you. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, so I'll bump that up to 3 for standard. So 3 of these Nemesis minion guys, and then him, just on his own. Oh, I completely stuffed up. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's why it was so easy. Oh, no, it's not. That's one of your attacks. See? No, I've stuffed up. When a player declares an attack, Willow never attacked him. Never attacked him. She only just used... I mean, she used spells, though, right? Spells are attacks. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't count because it was a response one, but she did use... Yeah, she used basic spell. That's an attack. No? There's no attack thing. Holy shit. No actual... It's not an attack. Wait. Surely they are. That is. But that... I didn't use that. I used that when he was invulnerable, so it didn't count. How did I kill him so fast? I'm intrigued. I thought I'd missed doing the die roll thing. But obviously not. Obviously not. Alright, raise his hit points, fix this card, add the modules that are missing. And then I guess it's just a bit... I'm not too sure what this guy's doing. I mean, I like the picture. I don't know where I got this picture from, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. Fix the formatting. Formatting is bad. Those lines are way too close together. What's with this double dash thing? What's that about? Yeah. I don't know what this guy's doing. That's weird. Yeah, it's obviously needs a revamp. A bit of a spring clean. But I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea for my very second one. That's pretty good. Pretty good just for my second ever scenario. I mean, I've come a long way, obviously, but it's still pretty sweet. Might play it a little bit more. And hopefully when I fix the cards up, it'll fix the whole being able to see them business. As Factor said that when he loaded in this TTS, they were just all white. It's like, well, we can't play if they're all white, sir. Yeah. Anyway, bit of fun. That's it. Like I said, super duper quick. It was 45 minutes. There you go. Super duper quick. I'll be back in an hour and a bit. An hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go off to have some dinner and then be back, and we'll have the Joshi game, which will be part 3 of S Factor's Resident Evil campaign. And it looks insane. Just having a brief look at it when I was setting it up, and yeah, it looks mental. So I don't know if we're going to survive. We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. Actual Jackson, Kaz, Dipson, Craig, legends. All of you are legends. Hopefully you'll join me back again in an hour and 20 minutes. If not, take care. Anybody else who's watching, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Appreciate it. And as always, most importantly, please make sure that you tell the people that you love them as often as you can. Thank you. Take care. Bye.